Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. I'll be honest, sorry I'm late. I overslept. My alarm didn't go off. Well, kind of. I don't really have an alarm. I have a beagle that usually wakes me up at 6:30. Although this morning he woke me up at 5. I told him, "You go outside and go potty, come back in. It's not time to eat." And then he slept for quite a while. So here we go. Let's get to her. Um, we still have some very warm to hot and humid weather. We still have several rounds of thunderstorms. Hey, good morning, Mark Ambrosi and Kathy Wellman. We still have warm temperatures for part of the weekend, and then cooler weather is on the way. So here's your radar, and it shows you we're actually starting to transition to a different type of weather pattern. This past, 4 days at least, have been kind of random patches of what we call instability thunderstorms. That is in the heat of the day. Now we're going to start to get into disturbances coming from the northwest in the classic line of storms moving southeast. And you know how that goes. Sometimes those hold together, or depending on the timing, they fall apart. So that's what you're going to see in the model forecasts here right now, basically. So this is our model forecast that I like for today. Hey, Brittany Stevens overslept also. Feels good, doesn't it? You're like, wow, I haven't done that in a long time. And Julie Gates understands about the Beagles. Hey, good morning, Wanda Miller from Naples, Florida. Coming to Michigan this weekend. Okay, well, you'll get yourself a nice change early next week. Here is this afternoon. And notice just the UP with thunderstorms. Now, that's not to say that we won't have any thunderstorms in lower Michigan. We still have the humidity around that we've had. But it's to say that they'll be very minimal, very isolated, perhaps. So don't plan on scattered thunderstorms this afternoon in most places, and possibly the same deal for Monday. I'm sorry, Monday. I'm already skipping the weekend for Friday. Okay, so here is the model that goes out a little bit farther. And hey, Carmen Riley. Wow, yes, 280 plus people watching. Hey, sometimes it's bigger. When I'm later at 9:30, I've noticed there's less people. So this is tonight, and thunderstorms across the UP fall apart. Another change we'll have in this pattern is these will be really typical of falling apart at night. Here's Friday afternoon. Hey, we got the big Larry Washer and Kelsey wedding in Traverse City. Our nephew. And there is the time, nephew, if you're watching, it does look dry. Okay. And then we get into what I'm talking about, the changing weather and the line of storms. Now, this is Friday night. This is the middle of Friday night. And this is 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the Saturday morning. And this model, of course, predicts that line of storms to just fall right apart. That's pretty far out for this model, so we'll just have to see it and keep the idea that we're going to start with these lines of thunderstorms. Then we go to our European model, which goes out farther. Not as good on thunderstorm activity, but it'll give you a feel for it, okay? So let's go into Friday. This is Friday afternoon. It has more activity as far as thunderstorms Friday afternoon in northern lower Michigan. I would probably tend to believe the model that I just showed you. Now, this is the Saturday morning line of storms, and it falls it apart also. Falls it apart? Is that a phrase? Uh-oh. Hey, good morning, Don Clark from R&R Farm in Fairgrove. Hopefully you got in on some of that rain. The farmers in the thumb are just very dry, and we had all or nothing rains again. Did you get any rain at the old R&R farm there in Fairgrove, Don? And so this is Saturday night, okay? Early Sunday morning. So there's another possible line of thunderstorms. And then this has been showing up for several days now. Sunday night into Monday. And we don't really know the shape of it, but it's been showing up as maybe our most potent line of storms, moving from almost from north to south. And then in comes the cooler air on a northeast wind. By Tuesday morning, it will feel a lot more refreshing if you're not wanting 90-degree plus weather all summer long. If you want a break, you get a couple of days of it. So this is Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Wednesday looks like a cool, comfortable, great day if you like that kind of weather. And then, all right, Don got a half inch at his farm in Fairgrove. And then here's the warm front bursting back into the 90s by late Thursday. Warm front developing over us, so maybe that brings us another burst of thunderstorms. And remember, when we're this far out, you can't believe the exact placement. You just believe the idea of what's happening with the weather scenario. And then as we go to the end of this run, 10 days out, a big temperature gradient sets up over Michigan, somewhat cooler, hot to the south, very chilly to the north for this time of the year. Michigan somewhere in the middle. And at 10 days out, I don't know if I would believe that either. So here we go with temperatures. This is today, and it's still going to be a warm day with temperatures in the 80s, still high humidity, but a little bit lower than what it was. Hey, good morning, Nathan Koski. I used to have a good friend in high school, had the last name of Koski. Friday afternoon, looking at 90 degrees again from Grand Rapids to Saginaw to Mount Pleasant, most of the southeast too, probably. And then Saturday, looking at low 90s again, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Grand Rapids, Alma, Ithaca, Saginaw Bay City, parts of the Thumb, Flint, Ann Arbor, Detroit too. Saturday afternoon, looking at somewhat cooler temperatures, 70s in the north, 80s in the south. Sunday afternoon, looking at 80s. Sunday looking like a good middle of the road day. Hey, Nancy J., thank you for wishing me a blessed day, and the same to you. And then Monday, cooler. And then Tuesday, the cool weather takes hold. Looking at maybe 60s for highs in the north, and maybe mid-70s in the south. And Wednesday, the coolest day, maybe low 70s in the south and upper 60s in the north. All right, I'm going to try this name. Good morning, Cio Vergara. Did I get it? And then Thursday comes, and we're back to the 90s. And I don't know about this, but showing hundreds across the lake. But it does look like a very quick warm up, and that might not last very long. So to summarize it for you, next 2 days, limited on the amount of afternoon thunderstorms, and kind of middle of the road heat, 85 to maybe 90 in pavement areas. Then Friday night, Saturday, we may have a round of thunderstorms. The daylight hours of the weekend mostly look dry, but we will watch for thunderstorms. And then the cold front comes through, thunderstorms late in the weekend, maybe Monday, and much cooler after that for 3 days. Hey, Wanda Miller wants to know, what will Father's Day be like for Carleton, maybe Michigan? Father's Day next weekend, still a little far out to tell, to be honest with you, especially with that temperature gradient setting up over us. All right, so there you have it. Have yourselves a great Thursday. I'll be back here with you tomorrow to keep you updated on the weekend. We're starting to get in the line of storms. We're starting to get into our severe weather season. And of course, any storms with upper level energy coming from the Dakotas, Minnesota, Wisconsin can be severe at this time of the year. So start to think about that, because we've been pretty absent on the storms. And I will keep you updated on that as well if it happens this weekend. I got to go feed the beagle, and then we'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Thursday.